He didn't do these things. This was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime. There's basically just, someone who brought a civil case.
But not long after this conviction, Diddy's lawyer pulled the stunt of the century when he bowed out of the case. Rumor has it that when he heard his client's victim leak evidence from the prosecution, he couldn't risk his career and decided to walk out. It wasn't just the damning files or tapes presented, but the grim descriptions spilled by Diddy's lover of 10 years. Let's take a dive into why Diddy's lawyer took a bow out. Let me paint this picture for you real quick. Imagine you're about to step into the biggest fight of your life, and then your main trainer, the one who's been prepping you all this time, throws in the towel before you even enter the ring. That's basically what happened when Anthony Rico, one of Diddy's 6 attorneys, said, "Nah, I'm good," and bounced faster than a rubber check. On February 20th, 2025, Rico filed withdrawal paperwork quicker than people unfollowing a canceled celebrity. 4 days later, Judge Arun Subramanian was like, "Bet, you're out." But what's got everybody's jaw on the floor is how Rico phrased it, stating, "Under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sherlock Holmes." Y'all hear that? Under no circumstances. That's like your doctor looking at your x-rays and saying, "There's nothing I can do for you." When a professional uses language that's strong, that's not just a red flag. That's a whole red parade with fireworks and everything. And let me tell you something that'll really blow your mind. This Anthony Rico isn't just some ambulance chaser who got his degree from a cereal box. This man is a veteran attorney who previously represented clients as notorious as Osama bin Laden. Let that sink in for a minute. A lawyer who defended literal terrorists looked at Diddy's case and said, "This is too hot for me to handle." That's like Gordon Ramsay walking out of your kitchen and saying, "Your cooking situation is beyond saving." So what made Rico hit the eject button like his chair was on fire? While attorney-client privilege keeps him from spilling all the tea, the timing speaks volumes louder than your mama when she catches you sneaking in past curfew. Right before Rico said deuces, sources close to the case say that Cassie Ventura dropped some private recordings of her conversations with Diddy. We don't know exactly what's on those tapes, but whatever it was, it hit harder than when Drake dropped that surprise Kendrick D. These weren't just regular conversations about what to have for dinner. They allegedly contained information so spicy that it flipped the whole case upside down like a pancake. Whatever Cassie leaked must have been nuclear. I'm talking about the kind of information that makes a professional lawyer with decades of experience look at his client and say, "You know what? I think I left my stove on at home forever." Bye. In what looks like a desperate scramble to save face, like putting a Band-Aid on the Titanic, Diddy's remaining legal squad reportedly tried to clap back by releasing what they called shocking text messages from Cassie. This whole back-and-forth leaking created more chaos than a Waffle House at 3 a.m. on a Saturday, with both sides trying to win in the court of public opinion. It's in this whole mess that Rico decided to SKRT his way out of there. While he never straight up said his exit was because of these leaks, the timing is more suspicious than your significant other's phone suddenly getting a passcode after 3 years of dating. Was it those recordings that made him say, "I'm out of this, Jay"? Did he have beef with the strategy of leaking Cassie's texts as a countermove? Or did he peep something in this exchange that told him this case was more doomed than a character who says, "I'll be right back" in a horror movie? His spokesperson just cited irreconcilable differences with Diddy as the official explanation. But we all know that's code for, there's a whole iceberg under this tip. That's like breaking up with someone and saying, "It's not you, it's me," when we all know it was definitely them. Rico wasn't just some random lawyer Diddy found on a billboard or the back of a bus. He's a well-respected New York attorney with mad experience in high-profile cases. His departure left Diddy with 5 remaining lawyers, including Mark Agnello and Tenny Gallegos, who are still hanging in there like the last 2 people at a party that should have ended hours ago. But word on the street suggests Diddy's legal team is fractured like a dropped iPhone screen with no case, described by one source as a real **** show due to infighting and lack of focus. When your legal squad is beefing worse than East Coast versus West Coast in the 90s, that's a bad look before trial. That's like showing up to court with your tie undone and yesterday's coffee stain on your shirt. while his legal team is trying to put together a defense held together with duct tape and prayers. Diddy's been getting acquainted with that jail life since they locked him up in September 2024. He's been stuck at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, a federal joint notorious for conditions rougher than gas station bathroom toilet paper. How the mighty have fallen, from All About the Benjamins to All About the Commissary, from private jets to prison cells, from champagne baths to, well, let's just say those prison showers aren't exactly equipped with luxury bath products. The physical toll of incarceration is visible on Diddy now. His once jet black hair and beard have turned gray, as hair dye is prohibited in prison.